do that, I'd just like to give a little background as to why we went with the project. Now, as a local air pollution control program, we have several duties and responsibilities. Now, we issue permits and we do enforcement, but we also assess air quality, identify sources of air pollution, and quantify air pollution emissions. Now, how do we go about doing that? Is we have two areas, two tasks that we use. One is ambient air monitoring, the other one is prepare emission inventories. Oops. Did that come on? Can you see that map? All right, I see it better there. Yeah, this is our ambient air monitoring in Palm Beach County, and you notice we have some air monitoring stations in Belle Glade Health Department, Royal Palm Beach, and Lantana, and Delray Beach. We monitor the criteria air pollutants. These are pollutants that have national ambient air quality standards associated with them. And the reason we do this is for two reasons. One, we need to provide public information on the daily air quality, and the second reason we do the air monitoring is to demonstrate compliance with national ambient air quality standards. Oh, I just hit my phone. You like a little background music? It's not part of the show. Turn it off. Oh boy, these phones. Thank you. All right. So in Belle Glade, we monitor for particulate matter. In Royal Palm Beach, we do too. And let's talk about PM 2.5 monitoring. Well, first of all, what is PM 2.5? Those are particles that are smaller than 2.5 microns in diameter. And why do we monitor them? Well, they're these particles that have a greater ability to reach the lower respiratory system and be positive. Therefore, they're more of a health concern. And plus, they're produced by combustion process, so smoke would contain a larger fraction of the smaller particles. That's why we monitor PM 2.5. And here we have two monitors. One show this is the manual 2.5 sampler we use out in the field. This is a field sampler. This is the reference method. This is what we determine compliance with. Now, the problem with this analyzer is that the filters are collected and sent to a laboratory to have to be analyzed. So we don't know what the results are until several days later. And now we have these continuous PM 2.5 samplers, and they operate continuously, so we get real-time data. So anytime we can call at sites right now and get the exact concentrations of PM 2.5 at the sites where we have these monitors. So they're great. But the only problem with these monitors is they have a built-in positive bias. That means if you're measuring the air from the manual PM 2.5 and the continuous PM 2.5, the continuous PM 2.5 sampler is going to give you a higher concentration. And it's one thing to note too is mention that we're only required to have one of those samplers, the continuous samplers, in our county pursuant to our EPA commitments. But we went ahead and put one out in Belle Glade in consideration of the activity out there at the sugarcane bird. Now let's look at the results. This is the results we get out that's published every year in a technical report produced by the health department that anybody can get a copy of. Just contact the health department. Let's look at the 2014 data for PM 2.5, and this is for the continuous samplers at Royal Palm Beach and Belle Glade. And you can see that the Belle Glade is in the green, and you can see sometimes during the sugar season they are a little bit higher, but they are actually the highest in other months. In July and June, we tend to see higher PM 2.5 values at peak ozone season. So there really isn't a bimodal distribution of the higher concentrations during the sugarcane season than the lower. And this is you got to remember though, this standard is based on a 24-hour average. So if you had 1 hour, a very high concentration, and the rest of the 23 hours were at a lower concentration,